All right, we're taking the track bar off. We got a 21 millimeter wrench socket here. This one has a welded nut on the inside. It's got this piece of bracket. Now remember, we have our axle supported here. Okay, so we put the dry fitted the bracket on, and they told us to put the bracket, the bolt, through the sleeve, the silver sleeve here, with the factory bolt. But the problem is the factory bolt is too short; it barely sticks through. So they gave us a bolt. I think they're just a little off on the direction. So I have the bolt that they gave us with the washer, and then it's got a washer on the back with a crush nut on the back side here, and it fits perfect. If you have the OEM one that they gave you right here, this thing barely fit through the bracket. It was too short. It barely stuck out on this side. So the longer bolt makes all the sense. And then this one, the factory one, we'll put back in over here, and look how good it fits with our factory nut. So that's how we're going with this. And it just didn't have enough thread sticking through. I wasn't comfortable with it. It was maybe a 1/8 of an inch of thread. So we're going this route with it. And we put this little bracket on right here that came with it, okay? And it's got 2 9/16 nuts with washers, bolts, and then there's a nut on the inside over here. It's just like this one. And it doesn't need a washer because it's got the serrated nut on it. So now we're gonna put this U-bolt in that they gave us. I'm gonna save this for when we put our track bar back on. And they gave us this U-bolt that comes from the back side here, and it's going to go through the holes here. Tony's got the light right in my face.
It's all right.
Okay. All right, so we're going to catch these. I just dropped one. That's great. And these you're going to have to wrench to get these in here. Okay. All right, let me get the other one here. The other one comes to is the bottom here. All right, feels like they got them on, but yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, so we'll run these down. We're going to tighten these evenly, just like an exhaust clamp on a car. I'm going to make sure that it's tightened evenly. And they're telling you to get everything together before you tighten the kit up. So what we're going to do is we're just going to snug everything up so it's a little snug, but it has a little wiggle room to it. Stepped it up. We started off with a small bit to make sure it was centered. Give it a little wobble. All right, we're going to blow all this metal off. We can get our last bolt in over here and tighten that one up, and then we can start tightening all this up. This last hole is not going to be used on our application. So we've got our bracket in here with these two, and we just haven't really tightened anything yet. All our washers are still loose. We snugged this center one up a little bit so it drew the bracket over tighter to the coil spring over here, because we wanted to make sure our bolts goes down and get this as far over. So if you look at this, this is nice and straight, going straight down this way here. So we'll blow the little filings off. We can bolt this down. We're going to end up with one extra bolt in the kit, and because on our application we're not using this hole right here. All right, so we got our 3/8 bolts tight here. We tightened the 15/16 bolt here, and we got the nut on the back side of it here. We thought this was a moving a 1/4 inch. We read the directions again. It's actually 1 1/4 inches. So we're rotating it up, and we're moving it towards the driver's side wheel, 1 1/4 inch from where the bolt is, they're telling us. So we're gonna put a tape mark on it here. Well, we're actually just gonna measure over 1 1/4 from here, paint mark it, and then move this over. And this will rotate up the top, and they're using this bracket that we put on for our piston now, for the stabilizer piston. So this is going to rotate up, and then this is going to connect over to here. we're not going to use the original one down on the bottom. That's going to stay there. So we'll get this done now, and we'll come back in a minute. So we've got our adjustable track bar here, and just matching up the end on it, the position is correct, and our adjustment here is going to go on the passenger side. All right, so we just put the two track bars together, and the one closest to me is adjustable. So we're just trying to get them close to where the adjustment is. So we line up our bushings, we put a pole in here in the middle one, and probably come out one turn here. We're just trying to get close to, you know, the factory before we start playing around with the settings. I'm gonna sit this side in here. We have to open this side up a little bit, put it in there, and this one's gonna run up to this place, and it's already off. We have to pry the axle over to get it in. So we're gonna get set up to do that, and we'll get one bolt in place here. Probably gonna do this one first, and then adjust this other one over here. So we followed the instructions on the bracket, and we went over that stuff with you guys. And we didn't use our original hole for the steering piston. They had us use this bracket that we mounted on here with the two 9/16 bolts that come in here. And we use our original hardware to bolt this back up. They had us rotate the steering dampener bracket around to basically the bolts are going up at 12 o'clock position. And we put paint marks on here from our original marks. You can see our original marks here and here. And we measured over 1.25 inches. And we put paint marks on. You can see a little paint underneath there on the side. And we got that all adjusted up tight. We put the new adjustable steering arm on it that Tony bought.
That's the track bar.
The track bar, adjustable. And we measured it off with the original one. Now Tony was saying if you put this thing down on the ground and you turn the steering wheel, the bar will move over really easily. We lowered the truck on our jack stands, and we just took a big pry bar and we pushed like this on the frame, and the thing slid right over into place. So for us, this is the way we did it because we have it on the lift. If you're on the ground, do it like Tony was suggesting, where you can just turn the steering wheel and it'll adjust itself over. So this really worked out well for us. So now we've got our adjustable steering track bar in place, all bolted on tight. We reused the original hardware for it, and we got our steering dampener piston back on tight. Our piston's right. Our bracket for the steering piston is adjusted properly. And the only thing we have left to do is put our two links in right now. So Tony bought two new links because in the kit they suggested you can use the rear links for the front, which we could have, but we bought two new ones. I don't think they're very expensive. So we're gonna put those on, and basically the front of this thing is done. We're gonna recheck all our bolts, make sure everything's tight, and we never seized all our bolts to make sure everything would go together smooth. And we're ready to do our stabilizer links right now, and we'll show you once we get those on. We'll get the sleeves adjusted to where they're supposed to be, and we'll snug these up, and we're probably going to adjust them up in this position right here. It seems like it gives it the most clearance. We'll adjust them up like this. We could do them this way, but as you tighten them up, the bolt's going to lengthen, and it shouldn't move. This isn't really going to move, but we'll get them so that they're like this, and it gives us the maximum amount of clearance. As far as the track bar that we put on, which adjusts the axle to the left and the right to center it on the body of the vehicle, we, wondering how we're going to do that. So we put a level up against the tire, and then we have a 1/2 inch distance in here, and we wanted to see, we were close, and we got lucky. We're a 1/2 inch on this side as well. So we have the same distance. So we went out and drove it, and we're happy with our distance here. So we adjusted the toe in on it, and the toe I didn't think would have to change it for some reason, whether the customer banged the curb with it or whatever. But the toe was towing now 1/4 inch. So we adjusted the toe to a 1/16 in, and the last thing we did was adjusted centered our steering wheel, and we adjusted the tie rod sleeve from the pitman arm over, and we got the steering wheel centered right where we want it. Drive it down the road, it drives nice and straight. So everything's double checked and tight, And Tony's going to be bringing back some work in a few weeks, and we'll double check to make sure that nothing's settled on it, and we'll recheck this torque bar to make sure that the steering is, to make sure this axle is centered on the body. Check all our tire pressures and drove down the road. It's nice and straight.